Hi Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you at the moment that you see this video. Of course, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't feel quite right, this might be meant for another Libra out there. If you'd like for me to pray for you and other Libras and cross watchers as well, please say hi or leave an emoji in the comment section. It just represents your energy. I figure it provides a pathway to you. It gives us permission to send you energy, and only love and light in this space. I seal that with my intention. We start with a message. Step forward now and sing your song, Libra. There is power in finding your voice, and you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. That's a very positive way to start a reading. All right, what's coming towards Libra? Tell me what's coming towards Libra. So we're only taking the cards that fly out for you. Ooh, so far we got the Six of Cups. Let's take it. That was a funky one. Six of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Pentacles. It feels like things are coming into alignment for you. The Six of Cups is a nostalgic energy. It can talk about your past. It can talk about making good memories, of playfulness. And it's a somewhat general, like there's a lot of meanings with the Six of Cups. So I want to unpack that. But following the Six of Cups is the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess card is basically confirming that you are aligning with your highest intuition right now. It's followed with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like wealth, legacy, what you're building for the future. It's one of the best tens to get out there. And then we have another major arcana, major message here, the Triumphant card of, and Cancer ruled, in case there's Cancer in your chart or anybody nearby, that it means a lot to you. The Chariot. So this is very fast moving energy. We have an interesting twist here reading that I want to get into. But first I need to unpack these cards to get a better idea of where this is going. What's our Six of Cups mean for my Libras? Now they're coming out in reverse. Interesting. What's the High Priestess? Oh my gosh. Very interesting. Sorry to keep you in suspense. But everything in tarot, I mean, it's relativity to the cards that clarify, for me at least, is everything. Because cards can have multiple meanings, and we fall back on our intuition oftentimes as readers. But I need to be able to show you that proof, right? All right. So, listen, I feel like there's somebody that this is talking about who's affecting you. And for a few of you guys, this is almost another version of yourselves, like when you are off balance with yourself versus when you're on. So I'm going to give you two versions of this, and it's really about this King of Swords and who this King of Swords is. Regarding this playful, nostalgic energy of the Six of Cups, we have somebody here, and the swords represent air signs. It could be an air sign, it could be you. But this is representing an energy that can be really harsh. It can be controlling. It can be kind of mean and tough, and their words can be cutting. They can be a little demonstrative in their need for control. The King of Swords is somebody who takes fact, and they can take their logical side, but they can almost twist it into kind of a heartlessness. Now, this does not mean that this person is like this all the time. Usually, this is when somebody's in a toxic place or they're upset about a situation. But, you know, this could be kind of a psychological challenge that they might have, you know. This could be a narcissism. I have to say that because we have, to clarify this, the Queen of Swords upright. So this is putting some serious boundaries. If this is you, Libra, this is somebody who you've known for a long time. Maybe they're a family member or somebody that goes way back with you, and you are putting some real honest boundaries around this person's controlling nature. This does have narcissistic or controlling vibes. And I don't think that you're anybody's fool. The alternative reading of this could be that, Libra, you might be recognizing, maybe just this is only for one or two of you out there, but you may be recognizing that you in fact have this side to yourself. And in that case, you're actually doing a lot of work on it. So that's a really important note I have to make. For those of you where you're like, that is not me, and I know exactly who that is, and yes, I've identified the issues, and I'm creating the parameters, like here are the safety cones. So regarding that, you have a history of this person making you waver in self-doubt. And I feel that you've been really working on that. And if this individual goes way back with you, then there can be a little bit of programming there. And for those of you who feel like, man, I mean, I really, for a long time, this person has been eating away at me or been controlling me, or I don't even feel very strong around them. This person could even live in your mind nowadays more so than in the flesh and blood. I would like to tell you, if that is the case, here's our Seven of Wands, and in reverse, this is self-doubt. This is kind of wavering. Sometimes you get very strong in your convictions, and sometimes you're like, I don't know, maybe I just don't have it in me to and you kind of, your self-esteem has maybe been impacted. Your confidence has been impacted by this whole thing. I like that this came out with the Eight of Pentacles, Libra. This is hard work. This is deep focus, because I think now that you've identified the issue, and this goes for both meanings of the card, the King of Swords in reverse. Now that you've identified the issue, you know what your assignment is. That's where now you plug into deep focus and hard work. You might be working with a therapist. You might be watching this YouTube video to get some perspective. But either way, you're nobody's fool. Now, this makes sense why your next card was that of intuition. You know, and you might not be able to show the proof yet, and you might not be able to explain it to everybody, but you know that a change is coming. A change is a-coming, Libra. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's slow progress, but you are going to receive the proof that the work is being done. You're going to receive that proof. And this is transformation. It's balance. Balance is super key here, even in the physical plane. Like, am I drinking enough water today? Am I sleeping too long or too little? Am I drinking too much alcohol or taking too many drugs? Like, the Temperance is about balance and patience. So the big takeaway here is, yes, follow that intuitive voice, even if you don't have the proof visually, that indeed the work is being done. Indeed, this is going to pay off. It's slow coming, but when it arrives, it's not going anywhere. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I love this card. This is the one I was talking about: legacy, inheritance, long-term wealth and stability. So I think your eye on the prize, it's giving you perspective, and it's aiding you in your confidence. It's aiding you at this time of hard work and focus. Is, what do I want in the future? Not just a year, not just 5 years, but what do I need in 10, 20 years? So you're setting yourself up in the future, specifically around how you're going to align with your partnerships. This could be a romantic partnership as well, the Lovers card, and the Four of Wands. This is home and this is love. This is home and partnership. And you're looking at the big picture. So all the things that you're doing now are so that it pays off. And so when you waver, when you have self-doubt, you can focus on that big picture. It'll put everything into perspective. We have a really interesting combination of cards here. Along with the Chariot card, that fast-moving, triumphant energy, you take the good with the bad, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and just zoom along. There's a great strength coming out here. It's like a muscle that you didn't know you had. But there's the Death card as well, and that's what these two cards look like. I'm going to get some clarity right now on what is leaving, because the Death card is always timely. Something is leaving your life so that it can make room for something fresh and new. Maybe it's an era, maybe it's a relationship or a job, what have you. You have the strength to succeed, whatever this is about. That's what the Chariot and the Strength card is about. But it's not necessarily easy to let go. The Death card, it's important to remember, is also a rebirth card. Another major arcana. Major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. Yeah, so I think you're being asked. Now the Emperor card came out. I gotta clarify, because what I'm about to say, it better be accurate, because it's a strong statement. So one moment, bear with me. What is moving out of the picture here? Okay, sweethearts. Yeah, there's been a cycle of this control in your life, the Emperor. It's got to move out. It's time. It's time. You're going to be so happy, the Nine of Cups. It's going to make you so happy. And once you realize that it's got to move out, taking authority over everything, it's got to move out. It might be kind of a control freak energy in your life, but it's been looping around like it's a behavioral pattern that doesn't serve anybody here. This is the Devil card. It talks about patterns, the illusion of being stuck or chained to a behavioral pattern that doesn't serve us. What it's doing is it's throwing things out of balance. The Six of Pentacles. So here's this funny twist I have to mention. Sometimes we take control of a scenario. How am I going to say this? Please bear with me. Sometimes how we respond to this cycle of the Devil, where there's this controlling aspect, whether you're on the side that wants to please that controlling aspect in the past you've been, or you're the one that identifies with sometimes being too controlling. Sometimes we're shooting ourselves in the foot because we're not allowing that balance of reciprocity. Now, there can be a host of reasons as to why we don't. Oftentimes, there's a fear behind there that it comes with vulnerability. What if that person doesn't rise to meet me? Sometimes when we allow others to take so much control over us, it's because we'd rather not find out what's beneath our control. You know, we'd rather not take the responsibility of the ramifications of taking that lead, and I don't think you're in that place. For those of you, if that resonates, because I know I'm talking to two parties here, I think that the Queen of Swords is coming out to say, no, this is done. So it's breaking a cycle either way. It's not only another entity's cycle, but this is your cycle as well. And it comes down to reciprocity. Some of you guys are pleasers. You're letting somebody else, you've in the past let somebody else take a controlling role with you, and you've maybe gone through periods of time validating it or making excuses for it. For others of you, it's another side of you that kicks into gear to maybe keep yourself safe because you don't have trust that other people are going to rise up to be reciprocal and give you what you need. Okay, so for both of you guys, though, that's where the reciprocity is, where it's imbalanced, where there's a vicious cycle. I hope that is helpful. Now let's move on to this next part. You are going to be going into a really big period of clarity and introspection. This could mean walking back through memories, old photos. It's that moment, Libra, where you're like, when else has this happened in my life? How long has this been going on? Wow, I see it there. You could be looking through your messages, your text messages, or you could be looking through your pictures on your phone and be like, wow, that was in 2020. I remember that energy was still with me there. Yeah, man, this is 1998. That's probably where it began, or I remember that energy was there, So you get the picture. And it's basically the sense of something not being able to grow in a healthy way. The Empress card in reverse. And so that's where our stuck energy is. Here's our introspective 7 of Pentacles. It's a fork in the road. These are blessings. These moments are important pauses in our life where we get introspection. We're not always able to do that, especially, man, with our phones and all our screens. We're just walking through this fog, aren't we? But you're not going to be in that fog. You're going to be, and it could be coincidental. Maybe somebody sends you an old memory, sends you a photo, or maybe your phone decides that you're going to have like a nostalgic picture show. Has it ever done that? Starts playing music and you're like, oh my God, that was an ex relationship that I don't want to be reminded of today. But anyway, hope you're smiling right now. It's going to present to you 7 of Cups now. It's going to present to you kind of in the past where what you thought were like, oh, I really thought that was a great idea at the time, or I really thought that was a great person or a relationship at the time. But now I can see all that glitters is not gold. Some of these cups, they hold treasure, and some of them hold serpents. So the important thing here, Libra, is you're going to be wasting your time if you're hard on yourself. This is a time of observation, and be kind. Be kind to yourself, because it's there as a gift. And if you've been this far, if you've gotten this far in this reading, there's a reason. I want to get one last card for you, my friends, regarding this, and I want it to be advice. Of course, comes with this disclaimer that you weave the tapestry of your own life. You have free will, so only take what resonates. Advice for Libras: what do you say yes to? Aha. Pull back your energy. Consider keeping your energy and your resources, possibly even your money, to yourself at this time. Interesting, huh? 4 of Pentacles. This is self-preservation. One more. For my Libras. Okay, know that the work that you have to do, this is so helpful. I hope this is helpful. For me, it would be. The work that you have to do right now is focus on this intuition. Believe in your intuition, knowing that where you put your focus is all the work you need to do. Focusing on the values that you want returned to you. Focused on, if this is somebody romantic, the Knight of Pentacles, somebody that you can trust in, somebody who you can lean on, somebody who has got a decent, solid offer, salt of the earth. You can trust that what you see is what you get. If that's an individual that you need in your life, but God, it's just around the corner. I just have to believe. My intuition says, if I just hold out and I work on myself, that this is coming. Believe in that. It's the believing. That is your work. That's your homework, right? And I'm saying that because what it's doing is it's putting to alignment your values and your vision. And so that's what all you're going to see, right? Like, have you ever decided you needed to get a new car? You chose the type of car that you'd really like someday, and all of a sudden all you can see on the road are those cars. It's because like attracts like. It's like what you're holding in your mind and in your heart. And so keep that focus. For the second time, we get that Knight of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. My nose is itching massively with that Knight of Pentacles. It could be just something solid in your life that you need. 7 of Cups, the doorbell's about to ring. Oh no, thank God. FedEx lady. She silently left the box. 7 of Cups again. This is coming towards you. All you have to do is be discerning. Keep your energy close to you. Self-preservation, keep loving yourself. Go through the past, observe, take note. But this is all happening in here and here. It doesn't need to require physical action. My nose, I'm so sorry. When it itches like that, it's because the message is important. It's been a long time since it itched so much. I hope that was helpful. Sending you off with love and light. Please consider subscribing if you liked this video. Please hit that like button. Bye-bye.